Hey guys, Intel25 here. How you guys doing? Sorry I haven't made a video in a bit. I just been a little bit busy. I kind of want to touch base on a game that came out on the PS3 and I think the Xbox One. I'm not for sure. I'm so sorry about the Xbox. It's just that a lot of the names that they have confuses me, so I cannot remember which Xbox is what. As far as I know, with the PS3 version, when the Xbox came out, I would think that that's when that when this game came out. So I
Progress.
would think it came out on the
Nature to
PS3. I know
man.
for sure. I think
Man
it
to
might have came out
machine.
on Xbox One. I
The
could be
path
wrong.
to
I don't
our
know. Please
future.
correct me down there if you in a comment.
Oscorp.
But I kind of want to get
The
my
Oscorp
thoughts
of today is
on
evolving,
this game in
and innovative
particular. I mean,
technology
I
needs
know
a
the
guiding
game.
hand.
I know
Under the
the
direction of Dr.
new
Alistair
Spider-Man
Smythe,
came
the
out, which is
betterment and security of
Spider-Man
human life has
2,
become our one goal.
for the
His mastery of nanotechnology and
PS5,
macro-robotics will guide Oscorp
and
Industries to a better
hopefully
and
later on
brighter
it'll be
tomorrow.
released on PC. So,
Nanobots. What are they?
with that being said,
Imagine a
I kind of
robot.
wanted to
Now
bring this
imagine
game
400 of them,
particularly
standing
to
on a dime.
light that,
A
is it
microscopic
still
army
working in
working on a
2023?
molecular level. Their
Uh,
size is their strength, and their potential is limitless.
The leadership
That I
of
don't
Dr.
know. I
Alistair
would
Smythe
have to
will
play
usher
the
in a
game a
new
little
era of
bit, show
progress
you
for
guys,
Oscorp
and think, give my
and
thoughts.
mankind.
To be
Oscorp,
honest with you,
a
it's
new
based off
company
the
with the name you trust.
not the Tobey Maguire, but the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man game, which is the movie game. It was the game was made by Activision. Yeah, Activision, and like I said in my previous video, Activision pulled their licensing for certain games and stuff like that. Anything that was licensed by Activision really they pulled a lot of their license on a lot of good games. Some of their games are really good, apparently. But I kind of wanted to bring up my thoughts on this one. Uh, is it still good? Yeah. Graphic wise, yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It was just so many missed opportunities for Activision to pull this out. So, I mean, Activision is the publisher, but Beanox is the publisher for the PC version. The thing is that I don't know. Let's get started. I know enough rambling or whatever. Let's get started. See if it's worth it in 2023. This game is no longer for sale on the Steam store because, like I said, Activision pulled their licensing for any of their games. I don't know why. It's very weird to me. But anyway, you can no longer find this game on Steam, and you can buy it on the PS3 if you can find it on the secondhand market. But I'm just playing of course, the PC version, as you guys probably guessed it. So let's get started. Okay, I had already beaten the game about a long time, about a while back when the game did come out originally. So on the PC versus I didn't buy it on the PS3 because I wanted to play it at its best graphics setting. As I am a big, not a big Spider-Man fan, but I like Spider-Man 2 as well. So I can see you got the movie guy over
I've got to
here,
perfect this antidote.
Lizard, from the movie or whatever. So let's back out of that. The guy over here is his wardrobe. So he didn't get a lot of costumes like in the new Spider-Man game. But like I said, when Activision
We've
pulled the
been through too
licensing,
much
I guess
together.
apparently Sony did not want, or whoever, either or, did not want to renew the licensing because every time Sony owned the right to making the movie franchise, merchandise franchise, anything You guessed it, franchise-wise, but as far as movie-wise, they pretty much had Activision make their games, and you know, apparently Activision didn't make a lot of very good Spider-Man games, unfortunately. They never tried to do anything new with the Spider-Man franchise as far as games and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and into the costume. There's his original. As you can see, he has the belt. You can't remove the belt from his costume to make it look like they did in the movie. You can't have the Arachne one, which is very creepy.
She may never forgive me,
but
I wouldn't.
Whatever. One particular costume I wish they probably would have added in the Spider-Man, the new one, which is made by. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to think. Insomniac Spider-Man, which is this one I'm about to click on right now. Which is that one. I wish they would have added this one in the Spider-Man, the Scarlet Spider one. I know they have the one with the blue hood, but I kind of like this one too. I kind of wish they would have added it. Then you have the movie one, you know, from the Tobey Maguire movie. You know, you got that one. Then you have the Future Foundation, which is a pretty cool one. This one's I like this one too. But I actually, let me see, and then you got the Negative Zone suit with Negative Spider-Man, and then you have Big Time Spider-Man. I haven't gotten all the suits unlocked because I just kind of got bored with the game, but let's go ahead and pick his original suit. We'll get it back out. Okay, so you have... You can pick whatever's on. I did 100% some of it, not all of it. You know, it is what it is. But let's go out, see how the game plays and how he swings. Okay, so as you can see the antenna, blah blah blah. We're back out of that. Okay. So. These. Okay, well, I think he looks a little. I do think he looks a little weird. I mean, unfortunately, compared to the new Insomniac Spider-Man, it looked a little weird. As you can see, the graphics are kind of okay. They're old, you know, along with the PS3, but I think they could have. This is where I said that Insomniac did an amazing job with the Spider-Man. They did with the new Spider-Man, their universe, and versus, you know, with them, they didn't do very good job with it. So, like, I'm like trying to pick the controls and stuff. So let's go down to the street, see how it is. It's more of a close-up view than it is how the Insomniac Spider-Man is, which that part I did not like, as you can see. So let's walk on the streets here. Like, it looks bare bone, like they really didn't try to get it right. I mean, look at the cars, it just looked horrible. And from the PS3 version of it, you think it would have been a lot better, because you can tell with Metal Gear, Metal Gear game, they did very, very well with, you know, they're different companies, of course, yeah, but you can kind of see where
did that big robot come from?
The way that, yeah, I know I'm compared to apple to oranges, I know that, and I know Insomniac Spider-Man looks way better, of course, definitely. It's just that when this came out on the PS3, they should have done a little bit better, you know, and Activision did not do a very good job. It's horrible, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, and that's why I feel that the Spider-Man, like, they pulled license. I think they pulled a lot of their games, because I think a lot of their contracts got pulled. So, because of it. And, you know, the sales were going downhill. Personally, I would say.
That robot was pretty big.
With this, as you can see, you know, you're not gonna get ray tracing as in the new Insomniac Spider-Man. You're not gonna get none of that. Of course, this is an older game. I just kind of want to bring a thought to it of how it plays and how it looks. Let's go in the sunlight here, see how Spider-Man looks. He does look kind of cool, but I like how the detail on the suit kind of looks a little bit. But at the same time, I don't like the way the graphics look. Like the way it looks on his suit, like it's plastic, like a plasticky kind of look to it. But the visor, like his eyes or whatever, are yellow, which is kind of cool. You can kind of see the little city on it. But the problem is, like, you can see where it looked like the city, like he's up on the roof of this. If you look at his eyes a little bit, like his eyes and stuff like that, you can kind of see the reflection. But the reflection, if you really pay close attention to the detail, you can see where the reflection looks like he's on top of the roof, and that's where it looks like. And I think they didn't really did not try to make it
I wonder if the lizard is gonna face off against these robots.
Really authentic, the way it is. So. Oh yeah, she's gonna reach for the gun too.
From Beloit.
She got her hand on her gun too. Oh wow, really? Really? You gonna try to? Come on. Let's see you do something.
Is the lizard is running
free
in New York?
You ain't gonna do nothing. Nah, I'm just playing. But anyway, yeah, it's. And then when they did the close-up view, like the way he kind of swing, I think it was a little bit off. You know, like the city's kind of bare bone, as you can see. You know, like you can see through the visor, which is pretty cool, but you can see where you can launch yourself. In 2023, could I recommend this game? No, I cannot. Apparently, I just cannot. Yeah, I know I bought it back then when it came out. Back then, over the graphics, you know, that's what it was. But can I recommend this game now? No, I cannot. I don't know. I just think it was very horrible, and that's why I say that a lot of Activision games didn't do very well as far as graphics. It's like they didn't even try to make the Spider-Man. I know they worked on like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a money maker franchise to them. So yeah, they're gonna go all out on it. But when it came to like movie franchises like Spider-Man and stuff like that, it was like they just went bare bone. And they didn't even try at the time. And that's what I think why Sony did pull the licensing for it. Because of it. I mean, that's why Insomniac did a really good job on their Spider-Man, on their version on take on Spider-Man, With that being said, it's like they didn't, like I said, it's like they didn't even try, and I'm really disappointed how, and to be honest with you, I was really disappointed with how they did this game. Because I like the Spider-Man movies. I think they're pretty cool. The Tobey Maguire movie was pretty cool. Oh, wait, let me get that real quick. Hang on. Comic book. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like they put...
That looks like a good read.
It's like they have, like, little stuff in here. Okay, let's see here. Upgrade. Okay, there we go. I really didn't unlock a lot of the moves because like I said, I was really disappointed with the game. I was really disappointed with the graphics when it came out. And, you know, we're not, I mean, these are not, you think as a movie franchise, you know, they tried a little bit better to make the graphics a little bit better than what it is, you know, for this game. It's just that, I don't know, like, they try to get the skyscrapers and stuff, like, the way the background looks, the backdrop, it's like they didn't, I know I'm dogging the game a little bit. Yeah, I did buy it on launch and stuff like that, and I was hoping it was going to be a little bit better, but unfortunately, when Activision came out with it, it did not do very, very well, to me personally. And I'm like, I'm glad Insomniac really did get a hold of the licensing, because I can feel that they're going to take the franchise in a better direction versus, well, since the recent news came out with Miles Morales being the new Spider-Man, I'm not disappointed with that at all. I kind of want to see where they take the franchise as far as the Miles Morales and stuff like that. As far as like Peter retiring from Spider-Man a little bit, I can't quote that on yet, but I'm kind of a little disappointed on that, because they could have went a better story as far as like, because if they're gonna keep both Spider-Man, you use both Spider-Man in the game, so for you to sit there and say, hey, well, we're gonna retire Peter Parker as Spider-Man, well, I don't know if he's retiring or taking a break or whatever. Here.
Okay, that'll do it.
Okay. I think they could have, what I think personally, they did damage control. A friend of mine and I were talking that they kind of did damage control. What I mean Insomniac did damage control as far as trying to, for people that have not played the game of Spider-Man 2, they kind of ruined it a little bit. And that's why I say they kind of did damage control. Instead of letting people waiting about 6 months to a year into whatever, giving people a chance to play the story, they kind of did a little damage control, which it kind of like gave away the ending the way they kind of just ruined the game for the people that haven't played the game or want to play the game. So that's my thought on that. I'm just a little bit, they could have, I mean, after a week of beating Spider-Man 2, and if I hadn't played the game and I wanted to play the game and I hadn't just bought the game, I would have been a little upset, because they just kind of ruined the game that I wanted to play. You just kind of ruined the story. You basically just gave it away. Miles Morales is going to be the next Spider-Man, which was not okay. And that, to me, like I said, a friend of mine just said that it damage control, and I do agree with it. So, not smart on Insomniac's part. You know what I mean? If you want people to buy your game, fine, but don't go on the social media saying, "Oh, well, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that," and people haven't even played the game. Not even a year, not even 6 months. To give it 6 months to a year, just to even before you said anything. So bad PR on their end. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody said. That's bad PR. So, you know, on their end. So, with that being said, this game right here, you know, I can't recommend it. I really can't. After playing Insomniac Spider-Man and stuff like that, and I like how the swinging is, I like how everything is, the camera's just too close in this version of Spider-Man. It is not, and the controls are bare bone. I'll be honest with you. Like, you just saw me swinging around a couple times, and the way the kind of city look, it's just like here. Okay, we're gonna go.
I'll take that.
It's just bare bone. It's like, it's just bare bone. And like, they didn't even try. And I know in the Metal Gear 5 Guns of the Patriot, no, Metal Gear 4 Guns, I think Metal Gear 4 Guns of the Patriot. I'm sorry about that. That game looked really good on the PS3. And for this to come out in the condition that it is not okay, you know. And I can see why Sony did, or whoever ended the contract with them, because this is just horrible, bare bone horrible. The only game I can honestly say that was really good, and that was a good Spider-Man game, was Web of Shadow, and that one was good on PS3. It wasn't the best Spider-Man game, no, but with that being said, you know,
wow, look at this.
They kind of ruined it, you know.
Who says print is dead?
You know, I'm not trying to dog Insomniac by any means, but that they could have handled that a lot better. I think if you not to get if you want to add the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales as Spider-Man, which is fine, I'm okay with, which is cool. I kind of want to see where the story goes in that. I have no issue with that. I kind of want to know where it goes. You know what I mean? I kind of want to know, is he gonna get his own villain? You know, because Spider-Man Peter Parker already has his own villain. Is they gonna make a whole new villain for him? You know what I mean? I'm kind of curious on that. Are they gonna end up making Peter Parker come back? We don't know. The way they kind of ended it, they could have just went with, and I just stated to a friend of mine, I said, well, the story they could have ended with, and they could have went with, which is true, I'll be honest with you, like Peter Parker got captured or something, and Miles Morales had to go ahead and rescue Peter. There was no way Peter would be able to get out of this trap or whatever that was set, and Miles had to go and rescue Peter. So it wasn't like, I think people would have been in more acceptance and more okay with Miles being the main Spider-Man from here on out, which is fine. You know what I mean? I have no argument against it. You know, I'm okay with both, either or. I'm glad they kind of changed it up a little bit.
Look what we got here.
You know, I see them kind of changing up, which is kind of cool, and I like that. And I think they're gonna, you know, what people don't understand, that Peter Parker as Spider-Man has always gotten all his games. You know what I mean? It's always been a game about Peter being Spider-Man, which everybody knows he's the original Spider-Man, which is fine. I understand that, but they're trying to give Miles his sunlight. You know what I mean? For what it is, and I see them trying to do that, you know, and that's my thing.
I've always been a reader,
and I think that's what they're trying to do, and I see where they're trying to go with it, you know. Oh, come on.
This is great.
And that right there, like, you kind of saw the comic book flying in the air, like in mid-air. To me, that's a little bit, that's bad. You know what I mean? How are you gonna have comic books flying in the air?
Collection.
That. Okay, let's catch another one.
All right.
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to bring this game out. It's just to me, I cannot recommend this game. I'm just,
knowledge is power.
To be honest with you, if you really want to know my honest opinion, I just can't. You know what I mean? If you can find it very cheap, if you kind of want to play it, you know, if you want to play it, go for it. Just to say, hey, this is, I want to try this Spider-Man game, you know. I just can't recommend it. But like I said, if you want to play Spider-Man, if you want to go with an older Spider-Man Web of Shadows was a good one. Was a very, very good one. And I would definitely play that one, because I don't want to give away the story in Spider-Man 2, because for those who hasn't played it, but I actually did kind of compare it to, towards the end of the game, I did kind of compare it to Spider-Man 2 along with Web of Shadow. If you played Web of Shadow, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Toward the end, toward the ending part, and toward how Spider-Man 2 is on Insomniac Spider-Man. So those, if you kind of look at those two will kind of compare together. So yeah, if you play Web of Shadows, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you play Spider-Man 2, Insomniac Spider-Man 2, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think the story was really, really good. So, you know, Web of Shadow is considered one of the better Spider-Man games on the older gen consoles and stuff like that. So, if you can pick up if you want to play the older one, that one I would say go ahead and pick up. That's definitely, I did like that one. I did beat it back in the day when it came out, and it was a really good game. The graphics wasn't like horrible by any means, but it was really, really good, you know. So this is my take and thought on this game. I mean, yeah, unfortunately, it was a hit and miss. Definitely, it was not a hit. It was not a hit by any means. It was definitely a missed opportunity to where, you know, Activision could have pulled something amazing for the Spider-Man franchise, you know, when it came out, when they were bringing it along with the movies and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a missed opportunity. That's why they're no longer making Spider-Man games for, you know, Sony Interactive. So, you know, that's why Insomniac is you know, they did something fresh with the Spider-Man franchise. They did something new, you know, with it. Unfortunately, in certain parts, you know, I don't agree with what they're doing, which is certain things, and I'm not going to say that's not my take, and I'm not going to get into that. But my thing is that they could have left it alone. But anyway, you know, I just hope the Wolverine game is going to be really, really good when that comes out. You know what I mean? I hope it does, and I hope it does well, very, very well. You know, the story in this game is, you know, if you've seen the movie, you pretty much played the game. You've seen the movie, it is how it is. So, you know, like I said, it is bare bone. I know a lot of people are complaining about how this played in Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. They're complaining that, oh, the windows don't look good, like the furniture in the front, the furniture in the game don't look good, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm gonna say something here. We're gonna compare that. Here, let me see. Okay. Now, yeah, this is the office building right here. Yeah, it is, definitely. This is control. Okay.
Was that really necessary, the breakout at Lloyd?
Like I said, if you compare this game to Spider-Man, Amazing, you know, the Insomniac Spider-Man, you got the amazing, you know, Insomniac Spider-Man looks way better. The story looks better. Everything looks way better. Yeah, it's on newer gen hardware, but you can see where, just as simple as the story. Look how grainy that looks. That looks very, very horrible. You know, and again, it looks like, you know, from what it looks like, you could look in the mirror, if you could see it, the reflection, it looks like it's on the rooftop. To be honest, it's on the rooftop. It's not anywhere near. It does not look, or it looks like it's in a graveyard or something. Look at that. You know, from the way it looks, and compared to what, you know, you're supposed to see cars out here. Look at the cars out here. You know, and the way they kind of did. They did a very horrible job with this game. It's like they didn't even try to make this game, you know, good. You know, I'm not asking for, like, amazing graphics on the older gen hardware, but you figure they at least do something with the reflections a little bit, you know. With that being said, but yeah, it and then you got, like I said, you got Spider-Man close up. You got like really close up on him, and it looks, I don't know, it's very bad. So that's my thought and take on it. And can I recommend
Hey, were
this
you
game?
really behind
No,
the
I
lizard
cannot.
escaping from the asylum?
I cannot recommend this game, and it was a big missed opportunity and a fail on Activision part. So, but I'm glad, you know, Insomniac did take over the franchise and did something new. I am glad they did. You know, that was just something I was really, really happy that they did. You know, so that's my thought and take. You know, there's no billboards, nothing as you can see. There's no billboard.
Cover price has gone up, but still worth
Let's
it.
try another area before I end the video. See if we can try something. Maybe somewhere else. Maybe we can. And like you can see where the web. Okay, well the web don't kind of connect. Like it's connecting in the. Look at that. That's horrible. Like. Give me 1 second. Oh.
Hey, you gonna fight that giant robot?
Let's see if we can get that. Okay, we cannot get that. The controls are just a little bit wonky. I apologize about that. The controls are just not very good.
I should get a subscription.
You know, the fighting style. Let's see if we can go fight somebody real quick. Cause yeah, I did the swinging thing, and you guys can already tell it's pretty bad. Let's try. Let's see if we can pull up the map. We already did. Okay, yeah, like that's the whole city right here. That is the whole city, literally the whole city. You can't go across the bridge. Yeah, I'm not gonna show anymore. This is ridiculous. So I just kind of wanted to get my thought. If this game was a hit or miss, and it definitely was a miss. And would I recommend this game? No, I do not recommend this game at all. If you can stay far away from this game, you can. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at! I'm gonna go flying in the air. What? Yeah, look at all that. That's really bad. My thought and take on it: stay away from this game. Do not buy it. If you buy it secondhand, do not even touch it. Okay. That being said, so that's my take and thought on it. Stay away from it. I give it a 0, unfortunately. And I don't rate very games that much, but this one, stay far away. That's all I can say. You know, it's just very sad that, you know, there are a lot of Spider-Man more so the Spider-Man fans than me, that they ended up getting something like this, which took years for, you know, for a company like Insomniac to, you know, come out with something really good for the Spider-Man franchise, and then this abomination came out long before, so. And they were messing up a lot of, you know, and it took a lot of time, but I'm glad the Spider-Man franchise actually came out and got their due anyway. So, with that being said, I'm gonna end this video. Like and subscribe if you like this content. If you hate the content, cool. If you like it, cool. If you like my take on it, cool. But like I said, just stay far away from it. You know what I mean? It's not even worth what I even paid for it back in the day. It was not worth it. So, with that being said, you guys take care of yourself. Stay safe. Be awesome out there. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.